So here's how to book the pressure mapping equipment. The easiest way is through Outlook, whether you do this online or through the Outlook desktop app. But in theory it works similarly amongst any of the email clients. It's just I can't show you every single one, I'm afraid. So online, you log into the intranet. We then use the application launcher to launch Outlook or your email. Once here, we're going to be looking for the icon that shows our calendar, because this is how we book our appointments. So we click into the calendar, and now the pressure mapping equipment is a resource for the whole company, which means it obviously it has its own mailbox which we can send appointments or request appointments from. So once in here, we're going to click New Event. We're going to give our event a title. So if we're using the piece of equipment as an example, I'm going to do SW, myself, pressure mapping. I'm going to make sure that the date that I want the piece of equipment is selected. So I'm going to book for Christmas Day. Can have it for an all-day appointment, but actually I'm going to probably need it for 2 days in total. One for the actual appointment, and then the second day, just so that I can get it all packaged and sent back. I'm then going to need to invite the piece of equipment, which sounds a little bit weird, but this is how you book. So once I've invited it, the next thing to do is to make sure that my appointment is reflected on the intranet itself, and therefore available for everybody else to see as an upcoming appointment. And I do this by adding the team. So I type team and then click intranet. Now you'll notice online here that you'll get the scheduling assistant pop up. Just in case, down the bottom here, as an example, you can see I've got 3 ticks here, meaning that my appointment date and time are okay. One of these may have a red cross, and in which case you can go into the scheduling assistant. You can work out down the attendee list along which part or portion of the date may be already blocked out by an existing person who's got the pressure map equipment, and then you can rebook your appointment accordingly. Once I've done this, I want to make sure my appointment is set to busy. Again, you could provisionally book it as a tentative appointment, and then in which case others can see that as part of the scheduling process and may be able to contact you for a workaround. Once I'm done here, I can then click send, and what this will do is automatically process my request for the pressure mapping equipment, and then you'll get a barrage of emails that you have been doing already whilst I've been testing the system. If I go back to my mail, you'll then see that the system has sent me an accepted request, and that appointment should already be updated and reflected then on the Wheel of Health intranet. And if we go on to the home page, a little way down, you'll notice that the pressure mapping has been booked here. The cancelled one is a previous appointment. Now, to do this through Outlook, the process is fairly similar. Again, when you load up, you're on your emails. You're again looking for the calendar icon, making sure that I'm actually on my calendar, so the Wheel of Health calendar. I then select the day that I want the equipment. I double click. Again, I give it a subject, a location, and I ensure that I invite the pressure mapping equipment and the team. You see here in the directory intranet. Again, you also get the scheduling option, but this just looks slightly different to the online version. So I can check that it's all okay to book on that date. I can go back into the appointment. And when I'm done, I can click send. Again, you'll get a barrage of emails. Request was accepted. And that should also then again update the intranet to say that it's been booked. And you can look at these again, you can see that I've organised this, so if there were a tentative appointment, you'd be able to contact the owner of that.